It's crazy how one obsession can change the entire direction of your life. For me, that obsession has been turning electric unicycles into both a practical way to get around and a full-blown competitive sport. That devotion led to something I've never could have imagined, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to work with InMotion, helping bring the next generation of EUCs to the market, as close to perfect as possible. The InMotion P6 is a beast, but like every other machine, it needed to be tested hard. That's where Max and I come in. Some people online thought this was just a marketing stunt, a free trip to China, or a way to bias our opinions. It couldn't be further from the truth. When we showed up with the US team, we found problem after problem, handling bugs, firmware quirks, weird ride behaviors. We spent 10-hour days pushing this thing to its limits, testing, documenting, and helping engineers patch issues in real time. It was exhausting but deeply rewarding knowing that our work would shape the future of EUC design. We weren't chosen for popularity, we were chosen because of our experience, years of racing, teaching, and building this community from scratch. Before all this, I was obsessed with snowboarding, 20 years on the slopes chasing that rush. When the snow melted, I switched to downhill skateboarding. Steep hills, fast speeds, controlled chaos. That was my summer ritual. Then COVID hit, and I discovered electric skateboards. At first, it was fun, but I wanted more. More power, more range, more off-road freedom. That's when I found electric unicycles, one wheel with infinite possibilities. It's the feeling of flying, the freedom, the focus it takes to master balance. It's therapy on one wheel, and it's brought me closer to family, lifelong friends, and some of the most inspiring people I've ever met. At Shredfest, everything changed. The one-wheel crowd welcomed us like family. That energy, people cheering each other on, pushing the limits together, it was contagious. Over 3 years, we built and refined the terrain at the Blue Mountain Event Center, designing courses that tested both man and machine. That's also when I started the EUC Racing League, a home base for all things racing, events, and community. Later, we teamed up with Intro to Speed to reach even more riders and grow the entire personal electric scene. At the end of 2024, just weeks before the Begode Global Race Championship, I made 2 huge life decisions. I ended a long-term relationship and I walked away from my healthcare career. I wasn't chasing money anymore, I wanted to be happy. To chase passion and not paychecks. From that moment on, I dedicated myself to spreading the stoke, working expos, teaching thousands of people how to ride. No pay, no contracts, just love for the sport. At CES 2025, we showed hundreds of attendees that EUCs are real, practical transportation devices. At King of the Hammers, I spent a month in Johnson Valley with the AMP crew teaching nearly 1,000 off-roaders and bikers what these wheels can really do. At Arizona Bike Week, I trained over 400 motorcyclists and did stunt demos. At the Electrify Expo, we taught nearly 900 people how to ride EUCs in 2 days. Every one of these experiences taught me what people actually want from a wheel: safety, responsiveness, and trust. Then came the invite, 32 days in Shenzhen, China, testing the InMotion P6 with their engineering department. I worked directly with Mark, the software engineer. Together we ran over 150 firmware updates, tweaking torque curves, pedal feel, balance, safety, and temperature response. We tested everything from low speed torque, pedal softness, overheating, tilt safety, and hardware durability. The only thing we couldn't fully test was the extreme top speed. It's kinda hard to push past 80 miles per hour when you're surrounded by traffic and police cameras. Once the demo units arrive in the US, we'll continue that part of testing. The P6 is large, but it's shockingly nimble. The suspension floats over rough terrain and the high speed stability is unmatched. The power delivery is instant, raw, and confident. At first, I thought the screen was a gimmick. After a month, I can't ride without it. After hundreds of refinements and software updates, I honestly believe the P6 is 99% perfect. Starting October 11th, I'll be releasing an 18-episode video series showing the entire process, behind the scenes from first ride to final firmware. If you're planning to buy the P6, use Max's and my promo code to save 5%. It's a small way to support the creators who help make this wheel what it is today. Thank you for being part of this journey. This community is what keeps me going. I hope you enjoy the P6 as much as we do. I'll see you on the next ride.